Although Revenge of the Sith marks the end of the prequel trilogy, it's also a standalone film that contains the most important parts of Star Wars' main saga. Unburdened by the need for world building, this then new chapter in the story has all the space it needs to fully flesh out Anakin's relationships with Padme, Obi-Wan, the Jedi Order, the Galactic Republic, and the newly christened Emperor Palpatine. The most notable events in the movie include Anakin Skywalker killing an unarmed Count Dooku at the behest of then Chancellor Palpatine, Anakin's first act as Palpatine's secret Sith apprentice. In fact, Revenge of the Sith is when Palpatine fully turns Anakin against the Jedi Order, Darth Sidious masterfully leveraging the weaknesses of both against the other, from the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise to the restructuring of the Republic into the Galactic Empire. Everything paves the way for the rise of both Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine, two of the most iconic villains in 20th century sci-fi. Moreover, Revenge of the Sith also includes Order 66, the fall of the Jedi Order, and the birth of both Leia and Luke Skywalker. And apart from the deaths of Padme and Dooku, this movie also sees Obi-Wan killing General Grievous and Palpatine killing Mace Windu. To top this all off, the pacing and writing near perfectly handles juggling all these crucial Skywalker Saga plot points. And not to bury the headline, but the action in this movie isn't bad either. Let's not forget that Revenge of the Sith is where Anakin and Obi-Wan finally cross lightsabers. In this sequence, the action expresses what the dialogue cannot. Anakin shows off why he's the most feared duelist in the galaxy, and Obi-Wan displays the Jedi's mastery of defensive de-escalation. And while Hayden Christensen's acting was criticized all throughout the prequels, this film is where Christensen's Anakin truly shines. From their initial undeniable chemistry to their inevitable falling out, Christensen and Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan perfectly portray the most tragic master-apprentice relationship in the Jedi Order's history. And this brings us to the last reason why Revenge of the Sith is the best movie in the franchise. Apart from being the big turning point in the Skywalker Saga, Revenge of the Sith somehow achieves the look and feel of the original trilogy, but with the dynamic pacing, VFX, and storytelling of modern Star Wars. So while the movie exposes the folly of the Jedi Order clinging to tradition, it also leans on the wisdom of the Masters to deliver its core lessons. Similarly, the Republic getting hijacked by a Sith Lord condemns the fascism of empires, but also shows how easily democracy can be exploited. Executed to near perfection, these themes give Revenge of the Sith the timelessness that the original trilogy is known for. And while it's certainly not a perfect movie, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith represents the culmination of everything that makes the Star Wars franchise awesome. But what do you think? Are you going to see Revenge of the Sith when it re-releases in theaters for its 25th anniversary? Which Star Wars movie do you think is actually the best in the franchise? Tell us your thoughts in the comments and keep watching ScreenRant.